Jake. All right, Jake, you're the intern, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to be working with me this summer?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got to talk to people about the real estate market. So we got to tell them what's going on in the real estate market because that's what they need us for. So you guys met Jake. He's going to be working here over the summer. And what I'm going to tell you about today is two things. Number one, market update. We got Jackson County, Johnson County. Tell you the real numbers about what's going on in the marketplace. Are you close enough?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. All right, talk about what's really going on in the marketplace, and I want to talk about negotiating offers. Some important things that we see are being overlooked when it comes to negotiating offers for the buyers and for the sellers. So a couple points that I want to look at there. So first and foremost, I'm going to post these up so you guys can see it as well. But I want you to see that in Jackson County, Missouri, year over year, the percentage of closed sales is down by 1%, which is almost virtually identical with last year. Okay, so 4,285 homes have sold year to date, Jackson County, Missouri. You'll see that on your screen, right? And the average sale price, if you go the next line down there, is $207,000, which is up 8%. So the pace of sales is relatively the same, but the average value is up by 8% year over year and year to date, if that makes sense. Now in Johnson County, if you go to the next slide here, that number is the closed sales is down by 4.7%. You'll see that on the screen. And after that, you'll see that it was 4,142 total sales last year and 4,101 this year. So the pace of sales is down a little bit. But if you go down the next line again, the average sale price is up 4.6% year over year. Now, if you're not familiar with watching home sale trends over year to year, a 4.6% return or a change in the value in 1 year is a pretty strong return. Now, is that as much as you've heard people are making when you're out in the streets talking to people, reading the paper, or talking about real estate at Starbucks? I don't know about that, but the numbers are pretty strong. The reason that the values are up, by the way, is because the inventory continues to decline. So let's go to the monthly indicators. You'll see that on your screen right now. Quick facts: combined closed sales there on the top right is down 1.1%. That's virtually identical, guys. And the change in the combined average sale price is up 5.9%. That's over all counties in the area: Platte County, Miami County, Cass County, Jackson, Johnson. All those counties in the multiple listing service are averaged. So the same amount of homes are selling, but the values of those homes are up nearly 6%. Okay, so that's the market update in terms of what's going on right now. Please understand, one of the things that I try to communicate a lot in the videos is that we need to look at the specifics of your neighborhood, your price point, your county, your city, your neighborhood, in order to determine the best time to sell and the absolute highest price that you can sell for. When we choose a price that you can sell for, which should be a high price, we think about things like the market indicators, the pace of showings, the pace of sales, and also things like appraisals and appraisal requirements. Okay, so right now, even though some homes are selling for a really high price, the appraisals aren't coming in. The appraisals are coming back low, which means as a seller, in theory, you may have to sell that home for less. So when you hire an agent, you should be asking yourself, what is that agent gonna do to not only find a buyer and get me the best price, but negotiate the best terms and make sure that the appraisal comes in and make sure that I get my check at closing. Oftentimes, when you look at a real estate agent, you think, are they 7%? Are they 6%? Are they 5%? And whatever that percentage is kind of how you determine whether you're going to choose someone. But at the end of the day, what you really need to look at is how much can that person and their system and their marketing plan sell the home for? And then how much of that actually goes in my pocket? Because the time that you sell it until the time that it closes, all types of things happen in the middle there that determine how much actually goes in your pocket. So something you definitely want to think about. We have a system internally for how we deal with appraisers. Now, the appraisal process is a very, very delicate process, and it's a detailed process. I'm not going to get into that on this video. If you want to comment below on some of your specific questions, or if you'd like to know more about that, you can let me know. But what I wanted to talk to you about was negotiations. Right? So negotiations, when we see offers coming in with buyers on our listings, or when we make offers on behalf of buyers, a lot of times what we see is really overlooked in a negotiation is leverage. Leverage is the key word here. So anytime you are negotiating anything, it's all about your leverage. Right now, a buyer in the marketplace most of the time doesn't have a lot of leverage. You don't have a lot of ability to come in and say, I want this price, I want these terms, I want these repairs. Tough to do in this market. Most of the deals right now, the seller has the most amount of leverage. So the seller gets to pick which buyer they're selling to. They get to pick the terms, they get to pick the closing date, and they get to say, I'm not making any repairs. That is all about leverage. But in any marketplace, whether it's really highly a seller's market or a buyer's market, right? It's important that your agent keep you apprised of how much leverage you actually have. So, can I ask the seller for these certain repairs? As a seller, can I ask the buyer that I don't make any repairs? Can I take out the closing costs? Right? So there's all different things that you're going to be negotiating that are going to add up to be thousands and thousands of dollars in the transaction. But do you have enough leverage to do it? As an agent, one of the things that I'm always aware of on behalf of my clients is how much leverage do we have? So we may come back as a team and say, we got an offer, here's the terms, how bad do they want it? What do the terms look like? Are there other offers? How much leverage do we have? Can we make this happen on behalf of our clients? So there's a great book on this if you guys want to check it out. One of the books that we read on an annual basis as a team is called Never Split the Difference by Voss. And that's an ex-FBI negotiator who wrote a book on negotiations. And there he talks a lot about leverage, and we use some of those things to represent our clients. So again, if you have questions, if you would like to comment below on what some of those are, or if you'd like to ask any other questions about the process or any recommendation for other topics that you'd like to see, put it below. If you want to say hi to Jake here, you can comment below here. Shoot me an email, call me at the office, 913-259-4663. See ya.